In this episode of Marvel's What If, we see a team-up between the Red Guardian and the Winter Soldier, and it was a perfect blend of intense action, deep character exploration, and a fascinating dynamic between two super soldiers from different worlds. The juxtaposition of their personalities, backgrounds, and shared struggles made for a dynamic partnership that was both entertaining and heartwarming. Despite the chaos surrounding them, this team-up stood out for its unique take on a familiar narrative, offering something fresh without fundamentally changing anything, especially with the survival of Howard Stark. From the start, the pairing of the Red Guardian and Winter Soldier felt like an unconventional team-up. Both characters share a history rooted in espionage, combat training, and brainwashing, but they are also shaped by different influences.
Fighting is cheating! When do you get to eat?
I'm a vegetarian fart knocker.
Hey, Lucy, is it?
Fighting for survival, for acceptance, fighting to be somebody.
Alexei Shostakov, the Red Guardian, was once a proud Soviet hero, a reflection of the Cold War's ambitions, while Bucky Barnes was a product of Hydra's manipulative brainwashing machine. Despite these differences, the two characters share a mutual understanding of what it means to be used as weapons by the organizations they once served. The dynamic between them was surprisingly well crafted. While Shostakov's boisterous and confident personality often contrasted with Bucky's more reserved and traumatized nature, their shared history of being pawns in larger political games allowed them to bond on a deeper level. Shostakov's protective, almost brotherly demeanor towards Bucky highlighted a sense of camaraderie and mutual respect that grew over the course of the episode. Their teamwork in the face of relentless enemies, such as Bill Foster and the Red Room, was exhilarating to watch, with moments of humor and tension that only enhanced their connection. What stood out most in their partnership was the way they each played to their strengths. Shostakov's bold, brash combat style and willingness to face danger head-on was a perfect foil to Bucky's more methodical, calculated approach. Together, they formed a balanced and dynamic unit that was both effective and entertaining. The contrast in their personalities, rather than being a point of friction, became an asset to their teamwork, with each character finding value in the other's methods. One of the key plot points in the episode is the survival of Howard Stark and his wife Maria, which contrasts with the established MCU timeline, where the Starks' deaths were pivotal to the development of Tony Stark's arc and the formation of the Avengers. However, even though Howard Stark survives in this alternate reality, the fundamental structure of the MCU remains largely unchanged. The episode cleverly explores how, despite a shift in events, the eventual creation of the Avengers and the rise of Iron Man still seem inevitable. The survival of Howard Stark does not drastically alter the timeline. While it would have been an interesting twist for Tony Stark to grow up with his parents, the core events that lead to the formation of the Avengers still unfold in some form. The presence of Iron Man and his eventual involvement in the team still remains possible. Tony Stark, after all, was destined to play a pivotal role in the creation of the Avengers, whether it was as the son of Howard Stark or through his own journey of self-discovery and redemption. The episode plays with the idea that even in a world where Howard Stark is alive, the universe's larger forces are still guiding the eventual emergence of heroes who would unite to protect Earth. This fact is important because it demonstrates that the plot of What If is not necessarily about changing everything, but rather about exploring alternate realities and how the smallest shifts can still lead to familiar outcomes. It was a refreshing reminder that the MCU's larger arcs, such as the formation of the Avengers, are driven by deeper themes of heroism, sacrifice, and destiny, rather than by specific events or individuals. In this episode, even though the Starks' survival could have had significant consequences, it did not prevent the greater good from eventually prevailing. The survival of Howard Stark did not invalidate the importance of Iron Man, nor did it prevent the formation of the Avengers. It simply provided an alternate path that still honored the essence of what made the MCU great. At its core, this What If episode was a fun, heartwarming buddy-up story. The idea of two former soldiers with troubled pasts coming together to defeat their enemies was something that was amazing to watch. The duo's interaction also gave us a deeper look into both characters. For Bucky Barnes, this alternate reality allowed him a chance to face his past in a different way. His bond with Shostakov helped him resist the trigger words that Hydra used to control him, a subtle but powerful moment of character development. For Shostakov, the episode offered a chance for redemption, allowing him to move past the role of a weapon and fight for a greater cause. This was a great episode overall. It is just a shame that nothing really changes for this universe with Howard Stark's survival.
Oh!